Welcome to Scott Cooks. Today we're going to make some bread in our Ninja Foodi. We will be utilizing our KitchenAid stand mixer. We're going to use some flour, instant rise yeast, a little bit of olive oil, a cup of warm water, and a little bit of kosher salt. And we're going to do everything. We're going to proof it, we're going to let it rise, and we're going to cook it all in the Ninja Foodi. But we're going to cheat a little bit. I don't like that kneading stuff. I don't have time for all that. So KitchenAid mixer to the rescue, dough hook. Let's get started. 3 cups of flour into the bowl. 1 package of instant rise yeast. This is 2 1/4 teaspoons equivalent. I'll put this in the description for you. You do not have to get this to bloom or anything. You can put it right in with your dry ingredients. Talk about making life easy. 1 teaspoon kosher salt. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing set up. Lock down the base. Lock down the dough hook. Lock on. We're just going to start it spinning, and we're going to slowly add that water. If you are not using this instant yeast, then you are going to have to check the temperature of your water. You're going to need it between 105 and 110. Put a little sugar in it, gets it to bloom. Just use this stuff. You don't have to fool with any of that. So we're just going to slowly add in some warm water until we form a dough. And then we're just going to keep mixing away. Before I put any water in, I'm just going to let it mix things up in there for me. It's good to have one of these handy. As things start to get wet, you can just kind of push it down the sides. All right, I still haven't added any liquid. I'm just going to, can still see a little bit of the yeast right there. We can give it a little bit of a hand mix here too to get the edges going. There we go, that looks pretty good. All right, we'll start putting the water in now. You just trickle it in. The other thing I did not mention is you're going to need some sort of a nice clean dish towel. Like I got a brand new one here, just washed. I'm going to get this wet in the sink and then wring it out and just want it damp. Just a damp towel. See it starting to form there. We're going to push it back down now. Push the sides down. It's already starting to form up there. Still going real slow with the water. Still got a little bit left in here. You see how it's starting to pull it away now? Oh yeah. And I still got a tiny little dribble left. Maybe about a teaspoon left. You see, there we go. Nice. And here it goes. Alright, that's the final water. And now we're just going to let it go, just like you were kneading it. But no effort. And you'll know when it's ready. See how it's all sticky looking right now? Definitely not what we're after. It's going to get a little shine to it. All that stuff will stop sticking. Alright, while we're waiting on that, I've added a tablespoon of olive oil to the Ninja Foodi pot. It's right down in the bottom. The Foodi is off. I'm not trying to heat that oil. The oil is going to be for something else. I'll show you in a second. Now, this could take 10 or 15 minutes for this, think about when you're kneading it out yourself. It takes a long time. Alright, just a second ago I pulled it off the hook just to get a feel of it. You need to feel it in your hand sometimes to really know what's happening. Most of the stickiness is going away there. You can see it sort of flapping around in there. I'm going to cut the speed down a little. And what we're looking for here is to get a shine. Let me get out of the shade. There it is. A little shine. It's not sticking to my hands anymore. That's real close. That's real close. We're going to give that just a couple more minutes. Turn it up. That's pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off the hook and move the mixer out of the way and show you the next step. Alright, what we're going to do now is form the dough. So I'm going to pull it out of here, form it into a ball, sort of a flat ball. And I'm going to put this down into the pot and just spread it all around in that oil, and then I'm going to flip it. So I want the oily side up. Alright, so there it is. Oil, I flipped it. And I'm going to go get my towel all wet in the sink, just wring it out, just get it damp. I'm going to cover this up, and then we're going to get it to rise. I got my damp towel, just do it right over top, nothing special. Lower this down, power up. Right, what we're going to do now is dehydrate, and the reason is because we just want the low temperatures. We're going to go as low as we'll go, 105. It's going to default, the lowest we can get is an hour, which is fine. But we only want 30 minutes on this first pass. So what we'll do is we're going to start it, and we're going to set another timer for 30 minutes. Yeah, I got one of these crazy timers. I got to click it 30 times. All right, start. All right, so in 30 minutes, we're going to take that out and we're going to punch it down, reform it back in, do this again. So we'll be doing this twice, and then we go to cook it. All right, it's been 30 minutes. What I'm going to do is put that on stop. Pull our towel off nice and easy. Oh, look at that, it's doubled in size. That's what we're after. So what we're going to do now is get something down here, and we're going to just punch it down, fold it over a couple times, reform it, get it back in, get this towel damp again, and run the process for another 30 minutes. All right, punched it down, folded it over a couple times, and this time you can see it's a lot larger in there. I flattened it out a little more because I want it to push out this time when it rises. So that way when we go to cook it, it it's not too thick. So this time we're hoping for it to move out that way. All right, I'm gonna get my towel damp, throw it over top, dehydrate mode, lowest temperature setting, another 30 minutes. Doesn't matter what I put it on here. Just go ahead and start it. Just gonna set my timer for 30 minutes, and then we'll start cooking it after that. Right. Second 30-minute mark is up. You can already see it's risen. I can see how the towel is quite a bit bigger. Oh yeah, see it pushed out. It's actually over on the edge there. I'd like to get it just a little more before I bake it. Just kind of push it around a little bit. It's fine, that's fine. Okay, next step. You're gonna need to score it a little bit. So I'm just gonna take a regular old steak knife here. I'm gonna put 3 slits in it. This is a very important step. Gotta let the steam escape. Okay, just like that. Now I'm gonna take a little sprinkle of my coarse kosher salt. Just a little bit. Just hit the top of it. And it's time to cook. Down we go. This time we'll be doing bake roast, 325, and time is 30 minutes. Okay, bake roast, 325, 30 minutes. And you're gonna have to have something ready to put this on when it's finished. Cooling rack is what I'm going to use. And it's very, very important you do not try to cut your bread when it first comes out. It's going to be terrible. It's going to smell fantastic, and you're going to want to just eat it. But you got to let it cool a little bit before you cut it. All right, guys. I think we got bread. Oh, we definitely have bread. Oh, that is fantastic. Let me get a couple gloves on and get that out. Put it on the cooling rack. There you have it. Homemade bread in the Ninja Foodi. Came out just perfect, nice and crispy. If you like this video, please leave me some comments. Hit the like button. Please click the bell for notifications. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. I've got a lot of recipes, a lot of cool stuff we're doing in the Foodi. And I want to thank everybody for watching. We're going to let this cool for about 30 minutes and then eat it. Take care, guys.